the 24th, just making sure everything's working. Monday the 24th, you're with episode 87. Wouldn't you know it? Like the day you get everything organised and then your computer decides to run a system update at 2 minutes to 11, which isn't very useful, is it? So I'm sorry about that, but I'm here. I'm organised. I have things with me. I've got stuff to tell you. Gosh, miserable. As you can see by my get up today, well, I've got a hat on today because I had to rush out because it was raining and I had to take the boys to the bus, and my boys catch a school, but like I have to take them to the school bus just after 7 a.m. in the morning. So, which meant that I thought, oh, well, I may as well go to work. And yeah, didn't wash my hair, you know, bit of a to-do. But it is, yeah, it's miserable, utterly miserable. I think the whole top half of the country is looking a bit nah. And we are certainly grey and cold. But you know what? We're knitters and crocheters, aren't we? So that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter a single jot, because it means that we can do lots at home. So this morning, I've got a few things to tell you this morning. I'm going to catch you up on my work in progress. We're going to talk about what I'm going to be taking to Woolfest this weekend. You guys are going to hear about it first. Fear not if you're not going to Woolfest this weekend, because we're going to bring Woolfest to you. So I'm going to tell you how that is going to happen. And last but not least, I haven't loaded it yet. Claire and I literally decided on this about 15-20 minutes ago. So we are going to do one more, a little special for today, another little flash sale for today to get you all primed and excited for Woolfest this weekend. So good morning, guys. It's so good to have you here today. Now, for me this weekend, if you caught up on social media, because I'm going to Woolfest and I stay with the best friend who I have been knitting my Point Judith pullover for, it means that I definitely want to get that finished to take it to him this weekend. So I have been working on the front. So this weekend has literally been pullover weekend, and of course you've got Saturday sports with kids and stuff. So I was seen in Hastings at soccer on Saturday morning, literally sitting on the sidelines with my knitting, and I had a big session yesterday. And you forget, like so often if I were to knit something, when I'm knitting something like this or something that's quite plain, I know how long it's going to take. So I always think to myself, oh, I've got X amount of days or hours worth of knitting in that garment, because you get, when it's relatively plain, you get a fairly good feel for how long things will take. I forget with errands and cables, once you get your head into the game, it's actually not as difficult as you might think. But you do require patience. It is a little bit more time consuming because the physical action of the stitches and changing and moving the stitches around. And I'm a classic right-handed English knitter or thrower. So I'm not as efficient from a technical standpoint with my knitting. So of course it takes a lot longer than one might expect, but that's okay, because I've gone for it. So this is the back, which I finished while I was on holiday. So that's the back there. That's what that looks like. And this has had a steam block. So you can see the cables are sitting, looking beautiful and relaxed, and as they should. And here is where I'm at now. So so obviously this hasn't been stained, so it's looking a little bit done, but I'm now working my way up the left front, which is really exciting. So I'm about halfway up the left front. That's the gap there for the placarded collar. So I'll be doing some more of this tonight, and tomorrow will be the huge push tomorrow to get this done, because I'd like to get this done and stitched tomorrow and Wednesday. I've got Wednesday at the latest for stitching if I need it. So that, but I'll probably be in here for a good portion of Wednesday. So that is where I'm at. And I have to say, it's been the real godsend for the weekend to get this out, has been what I call my shorthand system. So this is the shorthand system here. I'll just cover that up because it's a little note you don't need to read. So that's my shorthand system there. So what I've gone and done with my shorthand, this is for the back and the front, is when I did the back, I mapped out every single row and just wrote this out. I also put in there when I was to do what cable I was supposed to do, so whether I was wishboning or braiding. And then also what I put in is, if you can see in the center there, I don't know whether you can see that, just above where my finger is there, is where I kept a note of when, on exactly what row I started doing my sleeve shaping. So that meant that when I went to go and I'm doing my front, I'm actually matching row for row what I did on the back. So I know that my shaping is going to match perfectly. So it does mean that it takes a lot of time out of extra measuring and making sure everything's okay, because I know that this is going to be okay because I've gone and done that. So I'm working through. So according to my where I'm at here, I've got about another 28 rows to do on the front, and then that's at that edge. And then I'll go back. The one thing I've gone and done is I've gone and marked there, see that little V there, that sort of placket there, that's what I've gone and marked when I go back to do the other side, that I can cross those off, so then I can repeat the same number of rows on the other side, and everything should match up beautifully. There will be a little bit of sewing involved with this because it is a saddle shoulder, and I'll show you those. So it's not a huge saddle shoulder, but there is a small saddle shoulder there. I will probably go back. I'll probably go back and re-steam these again before I sew it up. But I actually don't mind a bit of sewing. I will, once you sort of start getting into the rhythm of that mattress stitch, it doesn't take long at all. And all the edges, with the exception of that top part of the saddle shoulder, are all edged into a double moss. So the beautiful thing about a double moss is that it will hide any sort of not discrepancies, but it will just help your seaming look really crisp. So that is where I'm at with that. It's been a real pleasure tonight. It has been a real pleasure tonight. I've really enjoyed it. I've got another adult male pattern as well that I want to launch into as well. I've also decided on not the pattern, but I've definitely decided on the fabric and the yarns I'm going to use for my can jumper, which was the Whisper Fine and Aria, which is the bright turquoise blue with cyan and cozy. So I've swatched that. I've got that looking absolutely mint. So I just need to decide what pattern I'm going to rock that out in. I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to do a sweater or a cardigan or what. I'm still a bit undecided. So once I've got that decision made, and it'll be probably something relatively plain, whether it be either cardigan or sweater, because I just want to you've got such a dramatic colour, I don't really need to do too much more with it. So I know I've sort of got all my knitting sorted, and I need to knock out a baby blanket somewhere along the lines as well, which I haven't got. But that to me would but Margaret takes note, Shipple sewing to Maree. Ha ha. Yeah. Come on, Margaret. I know you can do your own sewing. Sewing's not that bad. I guess if you've been always working in the round all the time, you fall out of the habit of sewing, but I don't mind the sewing. I don't mind. Not that I want to do other people's sewing, just saying, but there you go. Yes. So I've got, it's nice to actually have projects, actually have some stuff all stacked up to do. It's actually a really nice place to be. I quite enjoy it. Right, this weekend, Woolfest. So the first thing I want to say is, you may have noticed that this is what I've been working on since 7:30 this morning, is Claire and I had going to do we've finally nailed down this morning exactly what we're going to take. And what we're going to do is we're going to repeat exactly the Woolfest specials that I'm taking to Auckland with me online. So if you're not in Auckland, you can participate in those specials at the same time. I know, genius, right? So we're going to do those both Saturday and Sunday. There is also a twofold reason for this, is that I can't take everything with me, and I can only take a certain amount. Now, Shivani, could you please get some Sockmatician DK to Woolfest? The short answer to that, Shivani, is no, I can't. I'm taking a small amount of 4-ply, and I'll let you know why I'm taking that 4-ply. I just can't take everything. Because I drive up, it's got to fit in my car, and also I've already sent 6 cartons up with the BFF when he was down a few weeks ago, when he took half a dozen cartons back, and I've got to be able to take what's left back in my car. So capacity is a problem. What we've gone and done, though, is by having the specials and what is there, it means that if I run out at the event and you come to the event and you miss out on something, you know that you'll be able to get it online. And if you come and see me at the event and I have run out, no problem. I will also be giving you a special coupon which says that you can order what you need online that weekend at the special price, and we'll also send it to you freight free as well. So we will make sure that you'll be able to get what you need, because as I said, I can't take, I'm literally only taking on some things a couple of bags of stuff. So what I'm taking, and you'll start seeing things moving into, I've already started it this morning, moving across into the sale page. So I'm going to put everything into the sale page for you to make it one-stop shop, easy for you to find. But the sale prices won't appear until midnight Friday night, Saturday morning. So they're all, because they're only going to run Saturday and Sunday. I have got the, what am I taking? I'm taking Whisper Fine, and I'm taking a couple of packets each of those. And then I'm also taking with me some 4-ply yarns that you can double strand back with Whisper Fine. So if you're looking at doing, so check your RAV profiles, but so what I'm going to take with those is I'm going to take some Pearl Luster and Cream Rose, Rosaline and Argent. And then I'm going to have in Cozy, I'm going to have Cyan, Green and what's the other? Oh, Magenta. The Magenta. So those go with 3 of the Whisper Fines. Then I'm also in Sockmatician Edition 4-ply, I'm going to take the ones that I did the swatch with. So those will be Milk, which will go with the Smoke. So there'll be a couple that will have crossovers. So Smoke can go with either the Argent or the Milk. I will have, what else will I have? I will have Gallo, I will have Featherston, and I will have the most amazing sample, Yume. I think it's Elizabeth Kramer. The Deline has finished that over the weekend, and it's on the courier as we speak. So I'll have that tomorrow morning. So I'll have the Yume sample, and that was done in Verdant and Featherston. I will have Bruton, which is the blue that goes with the Spellbound. There's one more. I know. Oh, Chapel. I'm going to take the Chapel for the summer. I think Chapel and summer go so well together. So I will have those, just a couple of packets of each if you're wanting to do those. But I'll also make sure that those selected yarns will also have the special prices against them as well. Then I'll also have, what else? I've got my list here. What else am I going to? Oh, then, this is the best bit. This is the stuff that's already gone over. In terms of samples, I'm also bringing the vintage 10-ply, because the vintage 10-ply, I had single balls of that while I was in Wellington, and everyone just loved it, and there's so many wonderful patterns. So I'm going to have a whole heap of my samples in vintage 10-ply and some of the pulse that we've had done up. I'm not bringing DKs, either flight or vintage DK. I just haven't got the room, I'm afraid. But I've definitely got the 10-ply and I've definitely got the pulse DK. But I'm bringing some of the samples with me so you can have a look at those in person, to give you a bit of an idea. The best part about both of those is that we're doing a new 10-pack special just for the weekend. We're going to trial this out, see if you guys love it. If you love it, I'm going to roll out that special potentially for Wellington at Capital Fibre Fest as well in July. And so there'll be a good sharp ball price. So it'll be $5 a ball for single balls, down for $5.95. But you can buy a 10-pack for $40. So if you've got some projects that you want to do, now we can't break the packs up. We're not going to mix the packs. If you've ever been to Woolfest, you'll understand this. It's absolutely bonkers. So it'll be 4 complete packs. So if you are charity knitting, this is a great time to pick up these yarns at a pack price, at a really sharp price, because it'll be essentially $4 a ball in the packs. But if you're also doing large patterns, like I'll have the flax sample there, we'll see usually in those bigger samples or larger projects like this. So for example, this Point Judith pullover, because of the cabling and the errands, I mean, I've just grabbed another couple of balls. I think I'm up to 18 balls in this, and I mean, this is only for a 41-inch sweater. So if you're buying a couple of packs or something, it is definitely well worth doing, and it's a really good way of doing it. So we will have those loaded up. Now they will, as at the moment, they're sitting in there at the full price. The special price will load for Saturday and Sunday only. So if you're not going to be in Auckland, but you are going to want to sort of get what those specials are, they will be all loaded up, and you just need to jump on there and let your fingers do the walking. So they won't, and I'll have the ball price loaded up as well, so you can get $5 a ball and $40 a pack. So then if you're only needing 12, you can do one $40 pack and then 2 separate balls. The balls won't be sitting over on the sale page, it'll be just the packs. I know this is sounding confusing, but trust me, there is a logic. There's a logic. So if you go to, for example, Vintage Ball 10-ply page, all of them are there. You can buy packs or you can buy separate balls. So they'll be loaded. But don't buy them until at least Saturday or Sunday. And I'm only telling you guys ahead of anybody else because you're special. This is your reward for making sure for watching the vids and stuff. You get to know ahead of anybody else. So yeah, I'm really excited. And just while you've got your planning, so getting your, because I know you're there, Michelle, so you'll have your list and everything planned out. Pearl Lust is going to be $7. Sock Petition 4-ply is going to be $8. Cozy is going to be $6. And Whisper is going to be $10, Whisper Fine. The reason for all the round numbers is so I don't have to take too much change to Auckland. So I'm just... Louise is asking, are the specials in store on Saturday? Yes, they are, Louise. They will be in store. That's a very good question, Louise. Oh, and Muriel's here too, local. Yes, though. So the girls will probably, in fact, they've got to make signage up, so that we're going to double the signage up for me as well. So yes, those specials will be in store on Saturday as well. And it is just Vintage Board 10-ply. I just want to reiterate that, just Vintage Board 10-ply. And as I said, no mixed packs. It's either a pack price, and you can do the packs. It'll be a pack price or a ball price. So yay, so exciting, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So that's this weekend for that. And now hat, I saw someone ask me the name, Michelle, the name of the hat. There is no name of the hat. It is in sea silk and pearl. And this hat is, actually, if you come to Woolfest this weekend, the person that designed this hat is helping me on the stand, which is Callum. And this is in fact his very first design, and I've been mentoring Callum for almost a year now, and Callum, mentors test knit it for him, and then was going to help with the tech editing, and she hasn't got there, so he'll probably give me a boot in the jacksie to get that done for him. But yes, this was his very first design effort, and I think he made a rather excellent job. So yes, so if you come to Auckland, you'll get to meet Callum. He's I'm dusting him off, and I said, right, you can. He lives in Auckland, so I said, right, you can help me for the day. That would be excellent. So he's really looking forward to that. It's his first yarn festival. He's never been to one before. He's only been knitting since July, so yeah, it's only been knitting less than a year, and he is just going gangbusters. So I'm really, really, yeah, really delighted at his progress. And of course, he's the thing that's so wonderful is the resources. And Callum is, I mean, he's in his 20s, so he's been able to use YouTube. He's teaching me things now. Like he finds, I mean, gosh, the things that man can find on YouTube. He finds stuff and he'll send me a link and he'll say, have you seen this? And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that was a thing that existed. There is, which is wonderful because it means that you're always learning, doesn't it? You're always learning. And yeah, it's great. So yes, so the hat eventually will get done when we get around to it. But yeah, I love it. I just threw it on today because it was rubbish and my hair was rubbish, and I thought, right, this will hide a multitude of sins. Last but not least, I am going to load a flash sale up for today. So you know, and it's a goodie. It's a goodie today. We did talk about doing this the other week. We've got just ostensibly 2 colours left, and 1 colour left in Roslyn, which is the gorgeous Roslyn grape, and and this is our summer tea. I've shown you this before. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this is so soft, like we're next to the skin soft. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is the perfect sort of pattern for Roslyn yarn. Roslyn is a silk wool blend, and it is, as I said, super, super soft. This is Summer by Anna Strick. This one only used 2 balls of Roslyn. I know, crazy, right? It's perfect for these sorts of knits. I tell you, the other knit that a number of people that I know have done actually in this Roslyn is Nuala from Libby, even though I think that was done in a higher, like for a yarn, a thicker yarn. It actually worked perfectly, and I think it's because of the loft in the yarn. So there is plenty there to have a look at. It's technically, they've said definitely they've 4mm on here, done to a DK. We've done this on a DK pattern, and as you can see, it's, you know, got a beautiful cover factor. But there are Nuala, I think, was a worsted, but I've seen some completed Nualas in this, and it looks spectacular. This is a really lovely option if you haven't gotten this into stash yet. And I know so many people, oh, there we go, Yvonne's saying it's lovely to wear, it's drapey and perfect for those. Yeah, it is, the heat of the warmer ones. Oh, there we go, Yvonne's another one, she's done Nuala and grape. Yeah, it is just, and I've seen one done in Lagoon too. It does work incredibly well for that project. It also double strands quite well. So that's it with the rose in Whisper Fine. So you can get this really fantastic marl happening with it. And so if you're wanting to do some of Petite Knit's thicker patterns that she has for that heavier weight, this works beautifully for that as a marl. So if you wanted to do some marling with the Whisper Fine, so definitely there are some incredible patterns to be had with that. So we've got this $6.95 a ball, 100 grams, 6.95. Don't go rushing off. I haven't loaded it yet. I'll be literally loading it as soon as I get off here. So watch out. By the time that I'm picking, what's the time now? 11:30. If I finish in a minute, it'll be up before lunchtime. So this $6.95 for this. Also $6.95, only 1 colour. Great. The Malila. Oh, where is it? There it is. Malila. In the greys. This is a great colour. Again, you could double strand this back with the smoke, but this is the grapes, the grape ones here. This is the plum one rather, but it just shows you can knit it up in these big airy, it's got these lovely graduated stripes. This is again so soft to wear. It's a funny yarn, this one, because it's a single roving silk, high concentration of silk. Let's have a look. It is 40% silk. Okay, high concentration of silk. When it's blocked, it is super, super, super squishy and soft and lovely. Cascade have got this wrap here, Plum Crazy Wrap, which is what this is. And this is free on their website. So, and if you're wanting to knit this, I think we used 3 from memory. You're here, Barbara, you knitted this. I think it was 3. Oh, there we go. Look, it's on the tag. Let's read the tag. 4. There we go. 4 of these for this. It is a great project if you're wanting to sort of throw something on and keep yourself, you know, really comfortable. Again, $6.95 for this. These are both silk content yarns. I can tell you that this is at cost. And we're doing it because just for today only, to the end of, we'll probably do it to the end of tomorrow actually, or whatever stocks we've got left. We do have both of these were the 2 that we had a lot of stocks of to begin with, but we're sort of starting to head towards the end of it now, and we're wanting to, and again, because these are the last ofs, we want them out the, you know, hit the road, Jack. We want them gone so we can make more space for new stuff. So I'm going to, yes, get those loaded up as soon as I get off here. It will be an awesome price. So don't miss out on those. If you don't have them in stash, you should get them in stash, and it's $6.95. I mean, I would definitely get sort of 100 grams. I mean, 5 balls of this would give you 10 pack, or, you know, 6 balls, you know, that's a garment. So that is an absolute bargain, particularly the roslyn, great for summer tops and heading into the bits and bobs. So I'm going to get on and do those. So that's me for the day. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I want to, honestly, I'm up to my eyeballs in loading and getting everything done. I'm hoping that I'll have time to come to you and do a diary on Wednesday. So if you get the notification on Wednesday and you go, what's going on here? Fingers crossed. I won't promise that I will get there. I might. It just depends on how my week shapes out, because Thursday I'll be on the road. I'm looking at leaving at Sparrows Fart on Thursday morning to be up in Auckland with plenty of time, and I want to be able to get up and catch up with the BFF, and then of course set up on Friday and things like that. So hopefully things are good at your place, not too cold or rough. And as I said, watch out, I will have that special Cascade special up before lunch, and I will, those other specials on the sale page for all those other yarns that I mentioned for the Woolfest special will be loaded for Saturday and Sunday only. Oh, and for those that do want to come to Woolfest but you've never been before, it's at the QMU Showgrounds, which are nice and easy to find. You take the main road into QMU, and literally once you head into the QMU village, you hit the lights, turn left, and just follow your nose. Just follow the line of all the other cars, believe me. That's what happens. So QMU Showgrounds is where it's at. We are in shed 4. So once you park up and get in, you just literally walk in, and there are 4 sheds. And they are actually numbered 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're in shed 4, which is actually the shed at the front. So come in and see us there. Outlaw Yarn are in shed 4. I think Fibre to Go's in shed 4. I've got a funny feeling Hani Hoolies might be in shed 4 as well. Or was it Happy Go Nitty? There's a whole heap of us all in shed 4. Obviously, the shed 4 is the place to be. So do come and see us in shed 4, 10 till 4 on Saturday. They'll have some food trucks there, but there's heaps of stuff in QMU as well. Creative Fibre do such an incredible job at this event. They really do. Margaret and her team of volunteers, just, it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So if you are in the Auckland region and you can make the trip for the day, it's definitely well worth it. I think they've got over 70 traders there from all over the country. It is the hugest market of its kind in New Zealand, so it is definitely worth the trip. I can't wait. Can't wait. And then Zoe and her crew repeat it all again in Upper Hutt in a couple of months' time. It's so exciting. All right, I'm going to get going. I will hopefully talk to you on Wednesday, but if not, I will even hopefully get a chance to do a wee live from Auckland on Saturday morning. But until then, take